All right. Okay, so we lost the die roll. We found forces though. This is probably a keepable hand just because it has force in it, right? All right, so this is the sixth and final round of the NYSE Swiss. We're playing against Ian on Belcher using the new module double face cards. This matchup is pretty polarizing. They mulliganed. Man. I kind of think we should keep this hand just because it has force. I'm going to keep this hand. This matchup is super volatile. They kept a 6-card hand. Let's see what they've got. If we force, we might want to force pitching Time Walk in case we can draw another blue card. And force again. Obviously our hand I wouldn't keep versus any other deck, but because it's open deck list and I know what they have, I think having a force is like the most important thing. So we're here to battle. All right, my turn. So they kept kind of a medium hand here with a couple cantrips. Just, oh my god, what a bad draw. I wanted to draw a blue card, or a land, or a Mox, or anything but a Bolus Citadel right there. So bad. They have a Pio? Pio on my upkeep? Oh my god, this is not how I wanted it to go. Not a bad card though. If we can draw maybe some Mox in or something, maybe that'll be okay. Oh, this is getting dicey though. We've drawn not great. Is this a Belcher? Oh, it's their own Karn. Well, I'm gonna keep the other force. They have their own force. Oh, fuck. Alright. You got a Karn. Let me go look at their Karn board. We drew just the worst possible cards we could possibly draw. They're probably gonna go get a Manifold Key here so they can untap their Grim Monolith. I think we might still win if we can... it's gonna be really hard for us to cast our Karn, though. Oh, they went for a top. Sure. I just don't even have my Time Walk anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have kept the... Maybe I should have pitched the Force of Will and kept the Time Walk. I drew a misstep after? Alright. I really think that this hand was a correct keep. I think we just drew, like, stone cold blanks every time. If we drew a Moxen at any point, we would have just won. Probably. But we just drew Bolus's Citadel Karn. Alright, they're gonna go for Lattice here, I assume. They're not gonna go for Lattice. Interesting. They're gonna go for a Key then? You're 1 mana short on Lattice, so you went for a Key, which we're gonna misstep. Okay. Game goes on. Sure, this is gonna net me a mana at some point, so... I mean, if we can resolve a Karn, that's a way to win the game. I think the best thing that can happen is we draw Ancestral. Our Ancestral draws us into blue card land Soul Ring or something like that. So we get another Force of Will, and then we can jam a Karn. Stand up my Sensei's Divining Top. Alright, fam. You got it. They can go... They can't get Lattice Lock yet. They have one more turn. I would really just like to draw Ancestral. Maybe I was supposed to fetch for a black mana so that we draw Night's Whisper. It's not dead. This seems like a mistake on my part. Opal. So here we can go Opal Mentor, I guess. Hardcast Force of Will. That's fine. They still only have 3 mana now. See if they kill off my Opal. It'd be really bad for... I mean, they should definitely kill off my Opal, but it's really bad for me if they do, obviously. But I definitely wanted to play it to get the Mentor in play. Draw a card with top? What could you possibly have found? Ancestral? Oh, another Grim Monolith. Fair. Kill off my Opal. So now I actually have to draw a blue card to force the lattice. I have to draw a blue card this turn. I really fucked up. This should definitely be an Underground Sea. Blue card? Drew a blue card. Wait, this is even better though, right? One... Yeah, this is so good. We might win this game. So they... Can they even get anything that matters? Not really. Ooh, this Lavinia draw was so good, chat. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one of the ones. That's one of the ones. Obviously, we can't attack into this Karn because of this monolith, though. But oh, what are you drawing? Ancestral. Oh, you found another land. Okay, good. So now they can Spyglass. All right, we need to make mana. We need lands, blue cards for force. Okay. So I have another force active, and I can get an Ancestral if I need it. This is a game, chat. This has been a game. I'm definitely not going to force this top, I don't think. Stand up monolith, sure. Draw with top. Find another land. Oh, Time Vault. Yeah. You don't have another key in your Karn board, though. So you have to naturally find a key. We might counter the next top. I'm going to put an Ancestral on the top of my library, I think. I guess I could put a Repeal on the top of my library. I could put a Hercules on the top of my library. What does that do for me? It bounces everything, and they can't replay 0-drops. That might be good enough. I put a Hercules on the top, and then they lose this. Both these things, they get to replay a monolith and stand it back up. But they lose out on some of these 0-drops. Is that really the best play I can make, though? Is that, like, better than playing Ancestral? They can't get a Tormod's Crypt because I have a Lavinia in play, friend, in chat. I think I'm supposed to get Ancestral instead. Because I don't actually think that bouncing these things is really actually solving any... Or, like, it's not actually doing anything for me, so... I'm going to use the Tundra in case I draw, like, 3 Moxen, and then I can play... I can't play Karn, but... Alright, Alright, I have another Force active. I didn't draw any lands or Moxens, and I drew the Night's Whisper that I can't cast, but... I ended up drawing the white card that I needed, so maybe the fetch was... I still think the fetch was wrong, but the wrong fetch worked out for me. What a game. What a game of Magic the Gathering that is being played right here. So do we force this top? I think so. This actually lets me die to key, I guess. So that gives them 2 outs. So maybe that was a really bad play. I don't know. It's like kind of tough to say that that's a bad play. Maybe it's just really bad. I drew a non-black mana source. There's nothing I can tinker for that matters. I probably wasn't supposed to do that. I probably, like, if they tap that key, I'm gonna be so sad, right? There's no reason to tinker for anything else. I guess I just see if they draw a key and I die. I don't really know what I could have done, though, because they would have found... I mean, I would have countered the key and they would have still had an active top. Oh, they just have another top? Oh, that's bad. I hope they don't find a key off their top. Keys and lands are what they want to find. I just need one land next turn, and then I can... Or a Moxen, and I can play a Karn, and that should lock the game up. If I can make it to my turn and I get one more mana source... I shouldn't have forced the top, I think. I think that was bad. I think that was bad. I just need any 0 mana artifact or a land. And then I play my own Karn. Alright, we got there. Oh my god. What a crazy game. I guess they could have a pact. No, pact doesn't work because of Lavinia. Holy crap, we got there. I think we just shoot one of these. I guess they can keep standing up a monolith for a little while. I didn't see a chain in their main. They don't have a chain, so I'm not exactly sure what they have for outs here. I feel like we should eventually win. Very odd game. Very, very weird batch of Magic. We just didn't find any Moxen in our top 22. Do we even have anything in our Karn board that we care about? Not really. I can't activate artifacts still. So I think next turn we go like Yogg-Will, like Mystical Ancestral or something. I guess Lattice technically wins, right? Because they can't activate anything and we have a 2/2. So yeah. I don't think they actually have any outs from the situation. Obviously, I can't play Lattice. I'm pretty far away from playing Lattice, but... Alright. So the Lavinia gets there. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. So what are we going to change here? I don't think we board out. So they're bringing in 3 chain, maybe some chains, Force of Negations, Mind Break Traps. And that's probably it. We bring in Mind Break Trap, Lavinia, Camball. Is this like a Hercules Recall matchup? Is this a Flusterstorm matchup? Seems like a Flusterstorm matchup. Obviously, I can't Fluster Belcher, but I think this is fine. How do I want to board down 1 island at the very least. I might want to keep a Hercules Recall. It's possible. It's possible. Narset seems good. I feel like all my cards seem good. Because it is a speed matchup. Obviously, they're super counter heavy, so maybe we don't want like all of these slow tutors, but I feel like all of these other cards are pretty important for our speed. When then maybe we don't like need a Yogwill. We probably could just take out Mentor, maybe. Camball is good against non-Char Belcher lines, so they are still like a Tinker Citadel paradoxical outcome deck. So I do think that Camball is good. It's not like always great because they can, you know, they can Char Belcher you, but they are still a PO deck at the core. I feel like one of these 3-drop. I feel like Mentor might be. Maybe we just don't even need a Mentor. Like Mentor just seems completely unnecessary here. I don't think a Mentor is ever going to be fast enough. It just doesn't seem like I need a Mentor. I mean, Repeal's not great either, but I think this is what I want to go with. So our starting hand has to have a force, or we can't keep it. They have 4 Chrome Mox, yes. We have a force, a Fluster, a Lavinia. Yeah, this seems good. Seems good. I mean, like, that's not a great hand, obviously, but it's fine. Harn? Char Belcher. Okay, so that I'm dead. How do I not die? I don't know how I don't die. This brainstorm has to be pretty good. I have a Tinker, so brainstorm into like Lotus Mox probably. Have to do brainstorm because I have to draw multiple cards. So if I put back C Bluster, and then I crack Lotus and shuffle with Ponder, and then I Ancestral, that's probably the best line. They could have Mindbreak Trap and I get fucked, obviously. Maybe I just put back Lavinia then. I think I have to kill them this turn. I think I should shuffle with this Ponder. I need Mox, come on! Just not good enough. I can't do anything here. Let's... fuck. My Ancestrals today have been not the best. I just want to see how they boarded. Brainstorm was good. Ancestral, not so much. All right, let's see what they boarded, chat. I'm looking at 1 chain, 2 chains, 3 chains, no negations, no traps. Maybe they'll board them in on the draw. Just 3 chains. We had the force, they had the force, and we weren't able to convert. Losing the die roll, not ideal. All right, on the play for game number 3. Game number 3. They can have 2 mind break traps and 2 negations if they changed up how they boarded. We still need hands with counter magic or turn 1 Lavinias, things like that. I don't think this is good enough. I don't think this is good enough. Forcing a Lavinia, it's probably good enough. Wasn't turn 1 though, because you could never play Lavinia on turn 1. Impossible. Alright. We must have an ancestral. Not supposed to counter this. Karn's a great follow-up if I can hit a mana source after. Alright, I have a Resolve Lavinia. Do they have a chain? Shouldn't be good enough, though. I have a Force. And second land, okay. E, yeah. Alright, if I can hit a mana source, I have an uncounterable Karn here. Land? Repeal. I think I want to just bounce this jet and try again. There's like some value in bouncing the key and time walking or bouncing the LED and stranding it. But I'm pretty sure the best thing I can do is play this Karn. I think I'm supposed to bounce this jet and try to play this Karn again. This seems good to me. That should be game. Even if they have a chain, I have a force. Nope. Let's go! Yeah! And the wins keep coming. Love it. Love it. Top 8. That's their own fault, though, Kellen. Like, they're playing a deck with no lands in it. I mean, there are some lands now, but I don't know if Karn is really the boogeyman here. GG's, Ian. Crazy game 1, huh? Crazy game 1. What a very, very odd game 1. Super weird. What happens if you jam? Do you lose to force, or? Alright. Alright. Edit stream info. Oh, somehow I didn't end up actually changing the name of the stream. Wonderful. Should we go watch our match?